And my question is kind of particular to me, but I know that you can make it broadly applicable. I found myself, as I discussed with you, along the time, I'm trying to do more and more of the credit reporting cases, and I hired an associate a couple of months ago who is taking over some of my domestic practice and giving me some breathing room. But I found myself sort of interestingly doing a lot of speaking engagements and writing and doing CLEs on legal technology and ethics because I'm a paperless office and I get asked to do it a lot. And I want to find a way, and I'm trying to brainstorm on a way to use that expertise, knowledge base, and sort of the quote-unquote expert designation I've been given by other attorneys and organizations in this area to get clients, to sell myself to the public other than just, hey, I'm a modern technology, modern law office.
Right. So not dissimilar from some of the stuff that I do, taking the great legal marketing world and speaking in front of rooms of 350 lawyers, and then saying to my client base that this is a guy who teaches other lawyers how to grow great practices. So a couple things to think about. In your newsletter, having your schedule, right? What do you see in the Great Legal Marketing newsletter? You see my schedule. So having your schedule, I'll be speaking for the Virginia Beach Bar Association or Virginia Trial Lawyers or whoever it is, and letting your herd know that you are, or letting them conclude that you must be respected, trustworthy, and looked upon by other lawyers. Now, and it really doesn't matter, I don't think, that, whether you're speaking about how to do family law or how to do, a paperless office, it's just letting people know, first of all, that you're doing that. Then when you go and do it, take your entourage, take one of your assistants or something, and let's make sure that we have photographs of the event, of you speaking, of you at a podium, whatever you're doing, and then having your marketing side of your practice use the social media. O'Callum is in Norfolk today, speaking to the XYZ Bar Association. And there was 50 lawyers there. So those are the things that I would think about doing with the speaking engagements that I have, and just letting people know. Just have a schedule. Where's Callum this month? In your newsletter, if you're doing it with that frequency, and then blasting it out over social media and stuff. I thought you were going to ask them, what do you do with the people in the room, right? Because the people in the room are all prospective referral sources for you. And so figuring out some sort of so you can demo how tech savvy you are by showing them a real quick, here's a way that we distribute information. You go to this website, you fill in your first name and email address. Hey, go and do it and you'll see what happens. Now get you their contact information and follow-up sequences. That's one of the things that I do. So I'd be looking at sort of both sides, making myself famous to my clientele, because I am speaking a lot to these state and local bar associations, and then doing whatever I can to make sure I get contact info. I don't care what you're speaking about. If you want more credit reporting cases, let's make sure we can get the contact info of the lawyers in the room. Do the same thing. You make them an offer, you show them how to go fill out the web form, and boom, now you've got someone to market your credit reporting cases to get referrals from, even if you're up there speaking about how to be a paperless office guy.
Yeah, that's great, Ben. I appreciate that. I hadn't even thought much about the second part, and especially with credit reporting, there's not a lot of people that do it down here, so that's a great referral basis.
It's just like, it's like the ERISA long-term disability cases. There's not many lawyers in Virginia who do that at all. So, so I would use I mean, if you watch like Dan Kennedy and Joe Polish and some of these other really great speakers, if you ever see them live or on DVD, they're always sort of seeding their talks. They're inserting into their talks these references to other stuff they do, things they have, and reasons for people to raise their hand and ask for something. That's what Dan did for years and years and years on the Success Tour, and that's how he built, what is his life now today. And so just because you're a good speaker and you already know the main parts of what you're going to say, now I would encourage you to start thinking creatively about how you sort of sneak in these other references. So let me show you what we do in our credit reporting case area of the practice, and this is how I get my marketing stuff out to people, but this is how you could do it. So you go, oh, well, this guy must be an expert in that too.
Yeah, Ben, I appreciate that. Thanks. I look forward to
All right, cool.
my sister in October.
Great. Yep.